Welcome to Module 12. In this module, we're going to discuss the combination of vIMTF and iMTF. So let's begin with the background. vIMTF represents short-term trading because it goes up with volatility and then it could come down. To make a trade long-term, you really want an iMTF cross or a dot, which is a timing or investment element, on the same bar that you entered with the vIMTF strategy. By doing that, you have on the same bar an iMTF entry and a vIMTF entry to a point it's high probability, and it's also got a high probability to get to the target very, very fast. So let's look at some examples. In this example here, you have a TNT strategy, then you had an iMTF timing element strategy at the same time on the same bar. They both entered, it both was profitable. Next bar got validated for both systems, and you could see the blue line starting and the red and green starting here, and you could see we got to the target very, very fast. So this is a perfect example of a perfect timing of both strategies entering on the same bar, validating, and it getting to its target. Here is another example here. So if you look in this example here, you had a iMTF cross strategy that started right there, okay? So you have existing iMTF strategy, and then later on, vIMTF comes into play. So this is not a iMTF and vIMTF at the same time. It's a little offshoot, okay? It's a little off, but what happens is that iMTF was struggling a little, and then vIMTF came and helped it along. So this is a little offset where both of the did not enter at the same time, and you could see here that it didn't get to its target. So the ideal scenario is that if you could get the entry bar to have both the vIMTF and iMTF at the same time, it's a high probability situation for you to take that trade. This now concludes Module 12, where we discuss having vIMTF and iMTF at the same time. If they're there at the same time on the entry bar, it's a perfect situation where you have a high probability to get to the target very, very fast. If they're offset, then a lot of different things can happen. If iMTF entered and then vIMTF came in later, then what could happen is it doesn't have a high probability to get to the crosses. But if you start off with vIMTF and later an iMTF cross comes, you could go short term and then turn into long term, which is a great situation to occur. But the most ideal is having both of them at the same entry bar.